Hello everybody and welcome to another video with Spartan086, and today we're doing Forces of Valor's T.72. So obviously the version in front of us looks a lot different from the version you might have at home or have seen. So the original version done by Unimax was the T.72 Lion of Babylon, which was the Iraqi version of the T.72 that they had done locally. What you see before you is an upgrade that I have done. Modulated it with ERA armour, removed the front glacis plate and updated the turret. And you're probably going, why? Well, I wanted to. So, version in front of us, obviously, you've seen it's got ERA plates all around the side and it has the new smoke dischargers. Done this so that it can look a wee bit more like it's involved in the Syrian civil war. So obviously 135 kit I used, put the ERA plates along the side here. They are a wee bit rickety, but that's just to do with the effect that I've done, as if it's been in a wee bit of combat. Obviously did the other side as well, full on. Not perfect, because you don't want it too much, but gave it a wee bit of this. So it did look like it's been in a wee bit of combat or a wee bit of a rush job. You tend to look at the Syrian tanks in the news reports, you'll see that they are a wee bit different in how they do things. When they try to do it neat, it's not perfect, but it's good enough. So I've tried to go with that. I've tried to not make too much changes to the tank. I don't want to break it. It isn't cheap, and the version that they came out, these are very rare, so you don't want to completely destroy the tank while you're doing it. So obviously the removal of, obviously here you're doing the smoke dischargers and replace that with the ERA plates and the front glacis plate here. Obviously removing the piping here, putting the extra storage box and gluing it onto the back here. You'll see here. So obviously there's other wee changes that I've done. Obviously the smoke dischargers are replaced, so it's more like a T.72B version, which is operating in a Syria now. And obviously I've added on steel cabling for towing, which is there. I've actually got two of them, and I've still got a wee bit of work that I'm doing to this. I'm still going to try a wee bit of weathering, which I've tried to do obviously around the exhaust here. It's not turned out great, but you know, we live and learn. Obviously I've added a Syrian flag on, which I've seen a couple of them do, trying to show that they are part of the SAA, which is the Syrian Arab Army. Obviously I put a commander's protection here, obviously in the form of the plate, and then I've added in some ballistic protection in the form of plastic. And you'll see it's still got the Dushka on the back. These tanks are very rare, so it is hard to get a hold of them, and when you do, you try to think what to do with them. Obviously in the previous video I had the M1A1 that I changed to TUS2, and I've been wanting for ages to do this. There is a Russian guy on one of my Facebook Forces of Valor pages, and he does a lot of customization jobs and moddies. And one of them was he took a T.72 and upgraded it to a T.72B M3 version, which is one of the newer versions of the T.72 in service with the Russian Armed Forces. And it's taken the Contact 5, or the Contact 3, sorry, ERA plates, and replacing them with Contact 5 ERA plates. And you'll see that on the more modern T90 versions of the tanks, and it looks amazing. He's done an amazing job on it, and it set it in motion for me to try and do my own mod and customised job on a T.72. So as you can see, the turret still moves. It still has the effects that were in place with the Forces of Valor version. The other thing I am doing with it is I'm putting sandbags here, which you'll see there is a wee bit of coating here that I've been trying to put on, so it's going to have a wee bit of extra protection here against, obviously, for any ride along infantry and against any kind of RPGs. Probably won't do much against an RPG, but the sandbags are going to line there, which I have seen in a couple of videos. Syrians using here, and obviously just above the engine block here. So as you can see, I think it's done fairly well. It's not too bad a version. Everything still works on it, and it still looks funky because I've used the Valor desert colour desert coloured sand paint, and it's brought it right back up to basically the same colour that originally Unimax painted it in, so it does still look pretty good. I hope you guys like it. If there's any questions to the vehicle, always post it. The pictures always go up on the Instagram, which is Model Tanks with Spartan 086. Please like and subscribe. I'm always happy to have more members, and any questions are always answered. So wherever you are, guys, please take care. Until the next time, have a good one. Bye.